Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a new episode of Turn-Based Tom's Darkest Dungeon Run. We have enough to upgrade our armor smithing. If you haven't noticed, we're barely above 100,000. We were almost at 150 a second ago. This is expensive. I mean, we just upgraded everybody's weapons and armor. I just upgraded everyone's skills. I bought a couple of camping skills, basically just encourage on everybody, so that they have something to do, if nothing else. And we're not done there. We haven't thrown anybody into prison. And we can get rid of something, anything. Let's do it with some of our medium, or our level 2 people. Because we're going to ideally be fighting bosses with them. That's bad. That's bad. If he's killing, he's not getting stress. So I'm going to get rid of that first. Yeah, I can't spend extra to get rid of both. Do we want to lock in HP crit on melee skills? I think we want to lock that in. That seems pretty big. Poutine is primarily using melee skills. One of his stuns is a melee, and his ranged aren't really being used for damage. They're being used for utility. Okay, there goes another 6,000. But the reason why I said we're not done yet, the Nomad. There's a sun cloak. I'm not going to buy it. I think 2 would be helpful, but we have enough trinkets now where, like, we don't really need to run them on everybody. Also, the cost and all. If there was, like, a mission to get one, I'm not going to, turn that down, but this. The Blasphemous Vial. Plague Doctor only. Plus to range skill accuracy, stun chance, and blight chance. That is awesome. The only things we use Plague Doctors for are stun chance and blight chance. Yeah, sure, they have a token heal, but like... And I mean, yeah, sure, they have other stuff. The way I've been using them... Stun and blight. Stun and blight. We kind of have to buy this. Otherwise, who knows when I get it. I have to wait for it to show up. It has to be on a mission that I'm able to do. It's going to be a boss fight. Our level 3 and 4 characters for the veteran missions are not ready for boss fights. We can lower the price a tiny bit.
Rarities and curios. Sold at a profit, of course.
We could get rid of 6 busts. And now it's only 20,000?
Or lucky charm. The simplest object can be a talisman against evil.
So yeah, we just spent about 50% of our money. And the reason why we spent about 50% of our money, I was worried about going on a medium difficulty mission. It is 100% of room battles, medium length, in the Weald, But if we succeed, we get a sun ring. This is like the matching item to go with the cloak. However, it's damage and accuracy. So we could put that along with our new leper armlet and get a total of 13 accuracy. Our lepers pretty much would not miss. Gruel would be crushing face. Because, yeah, even at skill level 3, accuracy base is 85, which is not good. So, yeah, a medium veteran difficulty wheeled dungeon. We'll take enough for 3 hunger checks and a full heal. The wield, we want a bunch of shovels. A bunch. Is 6 too many? 6 might be too many. You can use them on one curio. I'll take 6. It'd be really... It's too many. I'll take 5. You can use these on a couple things, so we'll take 3 of those. We'll take one of those, one of those. A couple of those. One of those. Maybe we'll just take a little bit of everything. Something like that. Torches. Torches help. Let's be a little bit more cautious. Take a couple more torches. We do have a Vestal for healing. Houndmaster can self-heal. Oh, and this party. So we're going to the Weald. Weak to bleed, which is why Chando's here. And then, based on the characters that we had that were level 3, we didn't have tons and tons of options. I went with Wearables and Blangy. They're both Blight characters. However, I'm taking them because they both have abilities that armor pierce. And there are those like really high protection mushroom monster things. And then Ash to heal and stun. So I don't think we need the extra food for the healing. That should be good. Let's go with that. This was a very expensive mission to outfit.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
We have to go backwards, no matter what. There might be a battle here and we didn't get a scout. Well, that's one way to start off. Lunge can get her back in place. The Enchantress. Good chance to kill. Even though these are like basically guaranteed kills. She's a lot scarier. That's unfortunate. Judgment. Their stun resist is really high. Let's try anyway. And then he's so out of position, he doesn't get great skill options. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. So now we have to kill a giant slime also. They also have really high protection, 33%. So that works out. I think I need to lunge again to get her forward. We want the Houndmaster back. 30% to crit is awesome. I need to kill these two off though, even though that's a ton of damage on the big one, especially if it crits.
Annihilated.
So move her forward also.
Decimated.
The stun chance, low as it is, would still be better than the damage.
The promise
Nice.
of safety.
Alright. Come on, girls. Use that armor piercing. No way we're stunning him twice in a row with the buff on him. Big crit from Chando. Is that enough bleed? It is. That went incredibly well for how bad it started off with that shuffle.
This expedition at least promises success.
Into a large slime spawn. No antiquarian. And we can dig this grave up. Oh, before all that happened, what was I saying? This expedition cost a lot to put forward. Even if we ignore the 20,000 on that Plague Doctor trinket, because it wasn't directly related, we still spent about 50,000 upgrading these four so that we have a successful run. The old tree, some anti-venom will give us loot. It's the whole reason we brought the anti-venom, was hoping we'd run into an old tree. Worked out great. These are the mushroom guys I was talking about with high protection. Do we kill the markers first? Sure. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So that means Shando's gonna need to Hound's Harry to get the kill and then bonus damage and bleed on everyone. We can stun somebody with Ash.
Press this advantage.
And I believe he hadn't acted yet, which is even better. Nowhere near enough bleed.
Destroyed.
Big crit. We might want to try to sneak a heal in at the end of the fight. We might actually just have to heal straight up. 12 bleed. We have some band-aids. Maybe we use a band-aid. We can stun here. And then he'll bleed out, and it'll give us time to heal, and then we'll kill him. Band-aid. He's not stunned. Oh, he'll bleed before he...
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
And then we just need a huge heal.
All.
12 counts. This is a self-heal only. So let's remove some stress. Everybody loves good doggos. We might get more healing. Nope.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
We don't have enough room. The statue can reduce stress in exchange for a holy water. No one really needs it. We've got dog. Oh, we have onyx. Let's get rid of the onyx. The fountain without the holy water is still stress reduction of 20, so we'll still touch that. Nice. Alright, back we go. Random positive quirk. He doesn't have many. Not on her, because it'll just replace it. Not on her, because then the next one she gets will replace one. And then same thing there. So yeah, Chando is now a lurker, which you would think would be a negative quirk. What is he, a Reddit mod? 10% damage with low torch. Not particularly beneficial for how we've been playing. 130 because of our amazing trinket. I hate stepping on traps. I love finding secret rooms. So trap disarm and scouting chance are just wow, chef's kiss. Okay, so we need to kill some dogs. Did I take the beast trinket? I did. Cool. They're all beasts. That's helpful. Let's kill the dogs first. He is quite healthy. There was a chance, it didn't happen. I don't think we've gotten a crit yet with that, and I think it's like 30%. That's a kill and bonus damage. I think that's a kill. Perfect. Stun chance, not great. Nice.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I need to look up how stun and like damage and whatnot is calculated. So if it's 130 base and he's got a 70 resist, well, it was a 70 resist. Is it just your skill minus their resist and that's the percentage chance? Like if it was 70 and 130, did I basically have 60% chance of it happening? If so, doing it again is a 10% chance, which is terrible. 5 to 10 damage on him. I'm going to go for the heal. I think that was a much better play, knowing how it turned out. Maybe we should have put armor on her. It would have been wasted right there.
Diminished.
Lunging is going to be a necessity.
A devastating blow.
Wow. Devastating blow indeed.
Prodigious size alone
Chando,
does not
buddy.
dissuade the sharpened blade.
Chando is picking up right where he left off on the
Creatures
easy
can be
missions.
felled. They can be beaten.
Critting everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Blood. Blood. Over that. Sure. More shoveling. That scared me. I don't know if we've seen one of these before. Either way, I didn't recognize it right off the bat. It looked like a mini boss or something that was like, oh no, what just happened? What just spawned? He has high protection as well. I'm really glad I brought both of the girls with armor piercing. Still though, the enchantress has to die first.
Obliterated.
That's for sure. Yeah, so that crit only did 10 because of all that protection. Six more bleed. We've got bandages. Let's use them. We might miss out on a bit of loot because of it, but so be it. Gonna go for the stun again. There we go.
As the light gains purchase,
that'll hopefully give us a
spirits are
turn
lifted,
to
and purpose is made clear.
heal before we kill him. It did not. It did. Big heals. Ridiculous. We even get the chance at more stress heal that we don't need.
Size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Maybe get rid of the dog treats. When you fight the snakes in her dream, is it your whole party or is it just her? We might want to camp at the very end and just like hope for that battle. The holy water is the stress reduction and the positive quirk. The two things we've gotten already. What are the odds we run into another one of those? I think the upside of keeping these is going to be better. Especially since we're playing harder missions now and we're not familiar with, not as familiar with exactly how hard it could be. Let's call it guaranteed hit. Not guaranteed kill, huge chance to crit. Guaranteed hit, less crit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Dang.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Okay, we avoided a
Require
summoning.
only the strength to follow it.
No loot from the ectoplasm again, so maybe the slimes don't drop loot, because that's twice in a row now. What'd you find, boy? Secret room? No. Hunger check. Obstacle.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
Torch. No torch.
Malformed with misintent.
And we'll use the torch
The
now
match
because
is
it's going to be a
struck.
battle.
A blazing star is born. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay. It might be too soon to call it, but all of that money we spent
Packs
upgrading,
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
I think it was worth it. This has been a lot easier than I was thinking it was going to be. Because we did that one veteran mission before, and I remember it was close.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
What is the stump? Anti-venom. No anti-venom. Bare hands. Chance of blight. Resist. Nice. Another big slime. Shouldn't be too bad since we took down the little one already.
The ground
Crit.
quakes.
You can really tell the difference this protection's doing. His one crit was like, what, 20 or 30? And then against these protection guys, it's like 10. Stun's fantastic. We're going to clean this up, no problem.
A victory.
That's how it's done.
Perhaps the turning point.
We do have to clear all the room battles, so we do need to go up. Otherwise, our stress is just so low, it wouldn't have been worth coming up just to do the trap. Stealthy Girl makes it a more difficult fight than we're used to, since we don't have anyone to remove stress. Stealth, I don't think. Even if it did max damage, it's not going to kill the dog. And the bonus damage on them isn't worth it. Let's get the kill. If it hits, that was actually a really low chance. It's like 75 or something like that. I'm worried he's going to just bash me with his tree branch. That did not use a block. That's nice. Now that I'm marked especially worried about the tree branch. No protection on the giant. Oh, Chando with the big miss. I'm gonna keep... Oh, again, no protection. I was gonna say, I'm gonna keep hitting him with the... armor piercing. Should have just killed her off. That's where the block comes in. Dodge of 29 is kinda crazy. That must be why he was missing. Yeah. Whew. We'll do that. Try for the stun. Stab and bite. Unfortunately, that wasn't... Oh. Unfortunately, that wasn't on wearables. We're gonna buff her, give her some dodge and speed. 7 to 8. Let's go for 12 instead. So it looks like the skill just shows the base based on like the skill level and character level, and then this extra 50% does not display. It's calculated afterwards. We could... Wait, who did I heal? Did I heal the wrong character? I healed the wrong character. You're all yelling at your keyboards. I healed the wrong character. Oh my gosh. Death's door.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
His speed is 1. Hers is 7. Alright. Unfortunately, it's a party heal, but it crits on the right person.
Their cursed champion
Oh my
falls.
gosh, I can't believe.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It's fine, we made it through. There's just a little Death's Door recovery debuff, which no big deal. We beat the mission, we can quit at any time. We're still in a good spot, I think. Famous last words. We don't want to lose Blanchy. But hopefully we can get a heal, maybe a 3-monster battle. Nice. And their surprise. Perfect. Let's torch up. Let's kill the witch. And then we can heal and do whatever. Good dodge. Big hit. Armor piercing is huge. If we stun, we should be able to still have another turn to heal her back up to full. It's just too much damage to chew through on these guys. He would have bled out. I'm almost certain he was at under 2. I should have attacked him. We'll get another chance. Okay. That's how you kill one of them.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We know there's no room battles. There's no hallway battles. I am going to get rid of these torches. And then we're going to camp to fight. We don't have any anti-venom. And by hand, there's a chance of blight. So let's do that after the battle. Let's... Yeah. Let's camp.
Together,
Gonna save
furtive and
4
vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
so that we can pass a hunger check. And then we need to not use the Goodest Boy to prevent ambush. Let's see. Let's buff the shield breaker. Let's buff wearables as much as possible. Two for blight skill and blight resist. Sure. Because I don't remember if the dreams is just her or everyone. Accuracy and dodge, definitely. This seems pretty decent. Does that stack? Oh, it's one companion. Whoops, how do you undo? Click on that again. Supply items? Oh, it can't be used again? I thought you could use it 3 times. Is it 3 times a mission? No, this is the first time we've camped. I thought you could use the supply items 3 times. Where is that skill even at? What? Okay, it's on the grave robber. Pilfer. Pilfer. Time cost 1, self only produces. So I guess there's another better supply item producing one that you can do 3 times. Armor piercing for all companions. Sure, let's do that. Alright, are we going to fight some snakes? Okay, it is the whole party.
Returns even the boldest gaze.
The shield breaker is scarred from past trauma.
Sand and serpent choke out hope of wholesome reverie.
She must navigate a series of 7 flashback battles while camping. 1 battle per camp. Once those battles are completed, she can camp peacefully forever. Note, the 7 flashbacks are shared across the whole Shieldbreaker class. You don't have to do 7 battles for each Shieldbreaker recruit. So that is good. If we had to do it on everybody, it'd be a pain. I can't remember. I think you get loot or something for doing these. Like, I think there's a reason. Like, they make it worthwhile to want to do these instead of just avoiding them. Because we've had her in our party enough where we've camped and avoided ambush that, like, it does avoid these battles too. So, crit while stealthed, not good. Stealthed. And it looks like these are, like, equivalent to our rank. So it seems like it's just 7 battles. It's not like an escalating 7 battles that are, like, scripted. Because otherwise I would have expected these to be significantly weaker. Which is kind of a shame, because if it was 7 scripted ones, we would have just crushed the easiest. So let's see. These do have protection. 6 to 13, 5 to 12. So it's good we've got our armor piercing, and it's good we gave that armor piercing buff to everyone. So he is guarded by the person I'm trying to kill anyway, but he's got riposte, so that's fun. Stun chance. He's at 11. We're not killing with judgment. Let's stun this back one for the next turn, and then maybe Chando can kill. Good boy. Who's the goodest boy? Let's see. Oh, I guess we don't have a choice.
Impressive.
Huge crit from Blangy. So not dead, unfortunately. That being said, we don't have many other options. So if we go back, it doesn't mess up her options. And this is just bonus damage on the stealth Snecko. I think he's gonna just die. Let's heal the correct person this time.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Whew.
For death by inches.
He probably didn't have protection. A beautiful thing. I am a beautiful thing, they say. Flawless as the sea of dunes, graceful as the desert wind, captivating as a shimmering mirage. They stare, they linger, they watch me without blinking. Okay. So is that journal page the one we just read? And then we got these. Oh, these. They stay in your inventory. And you can use them. Oh, you can use them outside of battle. I was going to say you use them in battle. They give you a block. So we'll just use those now. We also got a shield breaker trinket. Light skill chance. Could be useful. That was the battle we were saving the dog biscuits for. Again, I forgot to use them. I'm so bad at that. We have a band-aid. We have 4 curios. 2 might be band-aids. She'll be fine. Let's go back. There was a curio on the other side we were waiting on. And then we didn't get an anti-venom, so we're going to grab it by hand after we snuff the torch.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder,
Blight.
a glint of gold.
Yep. Alright. What other loot? This is herbs. We don't have any herbs. By hand, you're getting diseased. That's bad. Bad news, bears. We might need shovels for curios. Keys. You can find that luggage. We might need all of this for curios. We can't get a hunger check, I don't think, on tiles that have stuff. There we go. Watch, we're like 1 tile away from the door and we get a hunger check. Alright. 2 more. What are we getting? Nothing useful. 70%. Nice. 70% of the time. It works every time. And we kept the key. There we are.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle,
That went
but one that must
pretty
be
smooth.
fought.
Giant crits from the giant. We kind of knew it was going to happen, but yeah, it's still scary. We got our sun ring. That's useful for almost anybody, but particularly for our leper. Didn't even come close to making up how much gold we spent outfitting that mission. Couple portraits, couple deeds, a lot of crests. Handy because we've been spending all of our heirlooms recently. We're pretty much out. 4 speed. No stress penalty when walking backwards. That's got to be one of the most like situational and useless quirks. We've got 3 people at mastery level 4 now. I don't know.
An eternity of futile struggle, or penance for my unspeakable transgressions.
I don't know if level 4 gets them new skills and weapons. We can check in a second. Town event, Shrieker's Prize. Stunned by the apparent value of the thing concealed amidst its putrid feathers, Onlookers wondered if a trek to its perch might not be in order. Plot quest, Shrieker's Prize. So the Shrieker is a bird who's scurry. Oh, it's a champion level mission. Well, we definitely can't do that. This must be a different thing than I'm thinking of. This must be a fight to, like, kill the Shrieker. What I'm thinking of is once enough people die and you lose enough trinkets, which might have happened for us already. We lost 4 people. They might not have all had 2 trinkets equipped because they died kind of early. We might have had somebody who only lost 1. Anyway, once you lose 8 trinkets, you get a quest to kill the Shrieker, and then you get like 2 of your trinkets back or something like that. Maybe this is it. But I've fought the Shrieker before, and definitely not on champion. So maybe this is something different. We are not going to be killing him anytime soon, so I hope that they're okay with our quest sitting around. No one is even remotely high enough level. So 90,000, not terrible, but yeah, we spent a lot. That's not that bad. This went so well, and it cost us so much, we might want to just take them out again. So I'm going to look around before I just immediately throw wearables in to get rid of that disease. Maybe we see something else we want to do. But that will be for next time. This episode is going to be concluded.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
By us finding out what happens in the blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. Give me 1 second to take a sip. Alright. These dark caves drip with an overabundance of humidity beyond my threshold of comfort. So, Annie? I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. My fears are confirmed. With our torch doused by an errant spray of seawater, we were ambushed. Strange, fish-like hominids ambushed us in the sudden darkness. The pitch of the torch caught quickly, and I glimpsed scaly appendages swinging crude weapons, glistening and barbed. They didn't last long with our torch rekindled. Alas, one bit me on the neck before I gutted it. The wound stings and tingles strangely. Our physic told me to keep it clean and covered. The wound is starting to fester. The flesh around it is gray, flaking and ridged, almost scale-like. As I write this, my breathing has taken on a hollow timbre and is more labored. My compatriots are laughing and tell me not to worry. It's just the salt mist in the air that pervades these caverns. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh has sloughed off, revealing a strange silvery membrane. I keep myself covered. They questioned me when I ate the meat raw at Campfall and found my response difficult to understand. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken. Then they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the hamlet. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, close set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their blood as I rinsed my talons and nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. Indecipherable scratchings fill the remainder of the page. I think the blood-soaked pages torn from a journal were better than a trampled journal. At the end of next episode, we will finish with the Journal of Darius, the Highwayman. Is that Dismas's brother? Hope you enjoyed that successful veteran run. We might be doing another veteran run next episode. You'll just have to come check it out to find out. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Hope you have a good night.